That music just never gets old, Jolly. I can't take it. I love it. Just makes me want to go to Ireland or Belgium and see my family. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Renée Michelle Merrifield Show.
It's pronounced Ireland.
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 Yes, go and have a boozy drink in Ireland. Not right now, though. I'm on a 30-day alcohol cleanse, and I'm loving it. My skin feels healthier. I'm glowing, people. Just joking. I'm very vampire still, as always. Look at these heels I got on Suzanne. Purple. You know what I mean? Purple.
Hold on. Let me find my camera. Technical difficulties, as always.
What is my hair doing
What's
anyway?
new? Where's your shoes? There we go. Boom.
Boom. Snakeskin.
Why do I think
snakeskin.
Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz for some reason? I don't know. Is it the socks?
Home. Oh. They need to be sparkly red. I need some red sparkly shoes now that I think about it. So how's everybody doing today? Freaking happy Thursday. I'm so excited for my guests today. Oh, I've been blessed with such amazing guests. And this one is no different. This one is awesome.
All right, you calm down. We got stuff to
Jolly,
to talk about.
How are you doing? First, Jason Aaron.pro in the house.
Thank you.
Producer of all your podcasts. He's doing a bunch of amazing stuff. Jolie,
award-winning, actually, as of today. More news on that to come. I'll show you the trophy when it comes. But yeah, we got.
You got an award? You didn't even tell me.
I know. Well, it just happened. Glenn told me it's for the Glenn Bill podcast, the Attitude podcast.
Oh, God. That's
very
awesome.
excited about that. I don't have all the stuff memorized on it, so I I can't just rattle off. But yeah, it's because of the podcast happening in this studio. So Studio J, I love it. Been doing it for a long time, and man, getting some recognition for it. So pretty exciting times.
It's so fun. And, you know, people that don't know, Jolly has been doing this since 97.
Not this specifically, the podcast, but producing video and TV. And, you know, in the last couple of years, I've expanded into podcasts, or as I like to call it, a vodcast.
Ew, I hate that word.
So, well, it's a thing. It's a real thing.
And then he's like, it's a thing. You can't not say it. So my hair is like, I don't know, it reminds me of one of those troll dolls or something. But,
nice.
Let's
make sure we remind people. You like to get right into their guts, but let's remind people to, if you're watching this on Facebook, thank you. Make sure that you hit the little get reminder notifications. So every time we go live, you'll
see us.
Get a little notification. You can pop in and comment on the feed. If you comment,
then Jason will put it on the screen.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
If it's intriguing enough.
Yeah, if it's interesting and uplifting and encouraging.
Yeah, questions or
if you
comments.
Have questions, yeah, there you go.
But we don't even have haters, so I've never had haters. I've had like one person dislike me in my life, and I'm like, I literally don't get it. Why don't they like me? So
did you get that autograph to that one guy I was asking for an autograph yet?
Oh no, but I need to. That was so.
He wants a signed photo of you. So
that's so kind. Yes, I will get that sent out. No problem. Thank you.
Get that taken care of. Yeah.
I will do that gladly. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out here, and we're doing this every Thursday. Always having some new, fun, entertaining guests. Absolutely love my life.
Next week's, I want to have the banner done, but don't have it. But next week's guest is going to be Noah Winston, who is a theater actor. Got the booming voice similar to maybe James Earl Jones, you know what I mean? So he'll be in and talking about his different performances around Indianapolis. And he's fun fact, he's worked with Adam Driver, who was the new bad guy in the Star Wars movies. So
I love him. He's
maybe
so
get a little
cute.
Scoop on what he knows about Adam Driver.
He was in Girls, right? That's a
and other movies.
Things.
And other movies.
Okay, got you. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Yes. He is a big part of the Star Wars universe.
You're like, are you done, Jake? Can we do this
Come
now?
on, you know how excited I get about our guests. I just get all twitched out, and I'm like, yes, gotta get these guests on here.
Are we gonna do some trending videos later on through TikTok?
I would love to. Stick around, and later we're gonna be doing some trending videos, as we just said.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So what do you think, Jolly?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, I'm so excited for my next guest. I'm literally freaking out, guys. Sheryl Matthys. I'm so excited. She's amazing. She's the founder of FetchAdate, an app where single pet lovers meet. She's a speaker, best-selling author of Leashes and Lovers, former TV radio news reporter, and certified dog trainer. Sheryl's appeared on many major channels such as ABC News Now, Animal Planet, E!, Bravo, Fox News Channel, Sirius XM, and in the New York Times, USA Today, Entrepreneur Magazine, Modern Dog Magazine, and more. From the moment Sheryl got her first Greyhound and people on the streets of New York City started talking to her, she knew the secret to dating, friendships, and love. Whether you keep attracting the wrong person, need to move on from someone, desire to meet someone new, or simply need to figure out who you are truly looking for, Sheryl, the pet lover's matchmaker, walks alongside you in your quest. She coaches pet people on how to find their match. The secret sauce...
Pet people.
The secret sauce is a fellow pet lover. She's versed to help you fetch a date and lead you to fetch love. To recap, this incredibly talented woman has served in front and behind of the cameras as an actress, TV radio host, and personality, producer of TV reality pilots and a documentary, which she likes to call a momumentary. She's also been an adjunct professor at the University of Notre Dame, St. Mary's, and Indiana University. This motivational speaker and best-selling author slays as an empowerment coach to people everywhere. Entrepreneurs, let's get ready to rumble! Please put your hands together for the one, the only Sheryl Matthys!
Wow! Hey, fun. We're rocking out here. I'm tap dancing. You can't quite see.
I know. We gotta get our little tap shoes on, girl. Woo!
Wow,
They're
listen
all
to that
cheering for you. They're cheering for you, girl.
I'm cheering for you. Wow, you did some research and it looked like you went stalking me a little bit.
I definitely stalked you. I stalked the
Cheryl,
crap out of you.
I believe that intro deserves a hair flip. Give us a hair flip. Flip, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. I would totally, but with the headphones.
Yeah,
it's kind of a little mini flip.
Sorry.
I know. I'm like, what do I even do
I know.
with
I
this
don't have
mop?
the Renee awesome hair.
Yes, you do. I love your hair. I love your hair.
She's like a lion.
My
Trying to
hair
grow
is
it out.
so much. It's ridiculous. I love your shirt. Thank you so much for being on the show with us.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
That's what
excited
it
to
should
finally
say.
launch. I thought you were going to
FetchAdate.
say shoes. I was going to show.
Oh yeah, show me your shoes.
What kind of
There you
shoes is
go.
this?
Since you showed yours, there you go.
Yes,
look at
those
that.
are cute.
Here, let me get in there.
There you go. Close
There you
up.
go. Ooh.
I don't think you can see
have
my blue toenails that I got done.
Nice.
Oh, blue.
Oops.
Oh, yes, love it. I love heels and shoes.
How long can you hold that pose? How's that yoga working out for you?
That's hilarious. I know heels make the world go around. Do you have like a bunch?
Oh,
or-
yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
well, you're tall. I'm only I say 5'4", and it's probably really 5'3", and some change. So everything I
it
wear is a
helps.
heel.
Yeah.
I don't wear tennis shoes. If they're a tennis shoe, they've got to have
a little
some
heel.
cushion.
I love it. And we'll tell the viewers all about you and everything, but I have seen so Sheryl runs this amazing thing called Successful Women Made Here, and it's this big clan of women that it's just so awesome, empowering. You have new guest speakers every time, and you're always looking so fabulous in your dress and your heels.
And it was so fun when you guys would get to shoot videos when we did all that, and then I know that thing called COVID just kind of got in our way. But yeah, it's just we still do a lot via Zoom. We're getting back to in person, and every month I just feel like I learn so much from so many amazing women that we have in the Indianapolis area to just teach us about everything for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and we learn from you, Sheryl.
Oh, thank you.
You're out here slaying the game.
I prepared a little clip. Let's take a little gander here.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Ooh, visionary lifestyle. Success Studio with Sheryl Matthys. Woo!
Christian and Lay Show.
That was the last one we had before we got shut down.
I know.
Yeah.
He was a guest on my show too once because
He's
I met him through
awesome.
you.
Cool. So yeah, we can talk while we're just watching the clips here.
okay.
But yeah, cool little thing, little live studio audience, and
Yeah, I mean, just your rap sheet of everything you've done in your career is incredible.
Oh,
you
thanks.
have done so much. I mean, Successful Women Made Here, it was so enjoyable to go to, and you have now started this like lifelong venture that you've been working on. You've created this app Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
FetchAdate.
Exactly. I mean, I've been working on it for years, but especially during COVID, it really gave me time to focus on it. And we still are doing Successful Women Made Here, so we'd love to have women join us. They can join virtually now because I am doing those in addition to every month in-person ones. So I'd love to see all the women entrepreneurs join us there. But meanwhile, it really gave me time to focus on getting my app launched, which I've been wanting to do for years. So
I was going to say, like, for as long as I've known you, you've kind of been working on it and talking about it, and it's really cool to see it come to fruition.
And every entrepreneur, I mean, we all have our ups and downs in terms of launching something, right? And those things that kind of set us back that we can't really foresee a lot of times, but. So I went through a lot of that, of building it, having the idea, trying to get it built, working with different teams, and then it would fall apart. And
just so many things just to get here, right?
So many
with this
working
app.
parts, right? And hiring people and figuring out what works and what doesn't. So, but it launched. So Valentine's Day of this year was the official.
So cute.
Was the official launch. And I would have to say, Google Play got into Google Play the first time around. Apple, on the other hand, took 4 tries to get into the App Store.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm glad that they're that picky. And it was just little things that I was missing and not seeing. Like I said, as an entrepreneur, you don't know what you don't know. So
yeah, and it's not like you're like a computer designer, like genius. Which I mean, maybe you are. I don't know. But
you probably hired someone, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
But it took me, I think 4 must be my magic number because I actually had to hire 4 different teams to get me to that point.
4 tries and 4 teams.
4 tries, there you go.
4 puppies working on that app nonstop.
That's so amazing. So this app is, so it's where pet lovers can meet, and so you said they meet, fetch, and match. And
Yes.
Jason is so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
here's a quick little.
It's great.
We got a little,
little
promo. So yeah, I'll just we'll play that. It's just music, so if you want to talk through it, Sheryl, tell us what's going on here. What are we seeing?
So this was a live event that I did down in Florida for FetchAdate. And if you'll notice certain dogs with bandanas on that say Wing Pet, those are people who all filled out a profile on FetchAdate. It's free. So pet lovers, it doesn't matter if you have a dog, a cat, a bird, whatever is a pet to you.
Yeah.
I know you guys are spoken for, but you have your vacuum
Renee's
cleaners.
my pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vacuum cleaner.
You have a vacuum cleaner pet. So
Robot pet.
Before the show, we were showing Sheryl our children, which we have 3 of these like iRobots, and we're just so obsessed with them. We call them. One's name is Chappie, one's name is number 5, and the other one is Wally. And
you're
they're so cute.
You're so proud of them.
We love them. We're like,
Yeah.
look at our little son go, and he's just like, oh, he like bunks his head, and he's like, and he just keeps cleaning. He's adorable. But yes, so that is so cool. So I mean, it's like a blind date, and this is amazing. You're like the animal-human matchmaker.
Exactly, and that's what I've been wanting to do. I've been doing it for years, and so
you're like, I'm doing this anyway, but now it's like official.
But now it's nice when I can do it at an event and match people up. And actually, that girl and guy that you see in that promo,
are they together now? They're married.
Well, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, they're married. They got married in 2 weeks. Me.
Wow.
And they have a vacuum too.
Vacuum child. Like some people, we just like fall in love the first day. Like literally the first day I met Jason, I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I'm quite the catch.
he's like, okay.
I said I'll make a podcast around you. She was mine instantly.
And then when you kept showing up on his doorstep, right? Then he was like, all right, I'll
He's
take you
tried
in.
to get rid
that
of
got
me
a little
over
weird.
and
That got a
over,
little weird.
and I'm like,
Here,
nope, not
fetch
leaving.
the stick. She kept bringing it back.
Kept bringing it back. So cute.
Yeah, so it's free, and people can go in the App Store or Google Play and make themselves a free profile.
And people love that.
Yeah, and I try to make it very simple in terms of sign up. It's literally, are you over 18? And you just mark down what you're looking for and upload a photo of yourself, at least one of a pet. If they don't have a pet, they can also pick a virtual pet that I offer in the app.
Aww.
Yeah, so I have things like a horse, right? A pig, a snake.
Tarantula. Ew.
I don't have a spider.
Good.
But
Just keep that out of there. Nobody needs those
But they
spiders.
can always upload whatever picture they want of a pet. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
And then you start swiping. But it's actually what's different about FetchAdate is that the pet is who introduces you. So people will see, as you can see there in that little image, it's actually the pet that you see first. And then if you want clues, you can swipe up a little and you can see, like, it says, oh, let me tell you about my owner. And they like to go hiking and swimming or whatever that may be. And then so you can decide, I think that pet is adorable. I'm happy to meet whoever is behind it. And you can just go ahead and swipe right. Or you can kind of touch on there's a blurred out picture of the person. And if you want to, if you're not risky enough, then you can say, all right, I want to actually see, I got to see really who's behind that pet. And then you can see the person before you swipe right or
such a great idea. And I love that someone can shoot, like, do a blind date from the other person's pet. It's like, oh, that pet's so cute, I bet their owner's cute.
Well, and chances are you're going to get more swipes to the right, because who can really resist a pet? I mean, they're all so cute. Exactly. So the chances are you're going to be rejected less. But if they do happen to swipe left, which, oh my God, who can do that? But if it happens, then you don't have to take it so personally, because it's like, okay, well, they're just not into poodles.
Right. That specific dog. Breed of dog, for sure. That's amazing. This is such a cute idea. And I bet, it's a bonding thing, too, for people that, like, pet lovers are pet lovers, right? And so I think it's
you can tell a lot about the person with their pet, right? And maybe it's stereotyping somewhat, but
and you talk about that in your book, Leashes and Lovers, too. Yeah. Which is best-selling. Girl, you're on fire!
Well, and I'm in the presence of award-winning producer.
Not Emmy, but...
you'll get there.
His first award, so cute.
I know, that's exciting. You really can. Yeah, and just by doing the parties, too, I feel like and how much people look like their dog, especially.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really true. It's like your owner and the dog. I mean, it's that way for a reason. And I love doing that. And be like, that owner is that dog. They look the same.
Yeah, and it was so cute. Yeah, and we're hoping to have a lot of these events starting up around Indianapolis at Metazoa and lots of different. I put something up on Facebook and I asked people. I said, so where do you know too that's especially pet friendly in Indy? So send me your ideas as well, or if you're an owner of a place and you'd love to have a get together of single pet lovers, and we can bring FetchAdate.
That's awesome. And Metazoa is perfect for that. I'm pretty sure that's one of the top
they have places a dog park attached to the bar.
And people bring in kitties and really whatever they
can,
want.
Sure.
So cute. That's a nice bar.
Got a question coming in from Mr. Chris Duncan from Facebook. She's
my uncle!
And, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to.
Okay.
How does she make money off the app? Selling advertising or...
So right now, to start, there are in-app purchases, so it's still free to make a profile. You can even showcase one of your pets. Then if you have a menagerie of pets, or you want to include more virtual pets, you can add
the
those.
Upgraded package.
And then there's an in-app purchase. But it's very reasonable right now. So now would be the time to jump in. It's only $2.99 a month or $15.99 for a year. So and those are early bird.
That's very good.
Early bird prices. So
Right.
I know, like all the apps right now, a few years ago, everything's 99 cents, right?
Yeah.
Now people are catching on. They're like all the apps for, video editing, anything. It's like $120 a year or more, or something.
Okay, wow.
You could charge whatever. People will pay for it, you know what I'm saying, for such a cool service. Like, I think that's amazing. And
is that the download link right there?
That is.
Like if I blow that full screen, someone can...
point your phone at it. You can do the cool QR codes, and I love this now.
Those are so cool.
Whether you have an iPhone or an Android, when you point your phone at that, it
redirects.
knows. It knows which one you are, and will take you right. I know.
I know. That's like at the menus, for all the restaurants.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I like that better anymore. I know than handling everything and touching it. And
I know. Now we're all like.
So does that DJ in Florida.
Yeah.
Too soon, Jolliffe. Too soon.
Inside joke. I'm sure she's not listening or watching.
Can we talk about these?
Aren't they fun?
For your pet. So it goes on a little collar, right? And so
But as we were talking about, they could have all kinds of uses. It doesn't have to be just for your pet. Yeah, you could wear it around your neck. And we were putting earlier like little bikinis, string,
just
put a string through there.
There you go.
Little loincloth, maybe. It needs to be a little bit bigger for that, but
you could say like, "I'll be your wing pet."
Yes, it's multi-use. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just. There's so many things you can do.
And they truly are your wing pet. If you think about it, if you're walking down the street, it could be like the inside thing of them. People will recognize and go, oh, they must be on FetchAdate. That means that person must be single because their pet is, I can approach them because they must be single and available.
It's a whole thing. This is a movement, Sheryl. This is a movement.
Movement.
It's so cute. Aww.
Well, we got to give single people all the help they can get. And who else is better than your pet, right? Because everybody can walk up to them. They're approachable. And I'll tell you, I think anytime you hold a pet, it could be a cat, whatever, you hold that, you look cuter, right? Doesn't everybody look cuter and sexier?
Yes.
Jason, I don't know if you still had that picture of the guy in the hat holding his dog, and he's got tattoos and stuff. But look,
He's
look
cute.
Look at that guy.
He looks like he's
Look at him.
so
Little, what is that, a
friendly.
boxing terrier?
and-
Without that dog,
Boston
he'd
Terrier.
look so normal, plain. Just like, what are you doing with your life, bro?
I know. I don't trust people that don't like animals. Jason.
I like animals.
I've been begging him to get a kitty
From a
for
distance.
long time.
He's got an animal. You guys have your vacuums.
We have our
You've got
vacuum
your
children, but
they're children, not animals,
Not
Sheryl.
pets. Oh, they're even
How dare you.
children, not pets. Okay. Children who clean up after themselves.
So
oh my
cute.
God, you guys
Yes.
have hit the jackpot.
I seen these little real working vacuums for like toddlers. That's hilarious.
That's
If I know if they're gonna be playing with the little pop, little balls that's like pop, pop,
It
and they're
should
super
just
annoying.
be real.
Yeah, just make it real. It's like a little mini vacuum.
Wow.
Go ahead, play with your little vacuum, kiddo.
But there are stats showing that people actually are more approachable, look cuter, are sexier, and also on any profile that you have, especially in a dating app. But but they might as well just come to FetchAdate, because then they're a pet lover. But there are statistics that show when you have a pet in your picture with you, that
More
people
approachable.
respond. Yeah, people respond to it more. That captures their attention. They think all of a sudden they like you more. They trust you more.
Yeah, they love you. They're like, you have an animal.
Like, oh, that must be a good person.
It's true, because like people that have a kind heart for animals. I mean, I think that they have a kind heart for everything, because same with like, if you abuse animals, you're an abusive person and should probably die. LOL. Sorry, that's horrible. That was horrible to say, but you know what I'm saying? I don't get people that, like, you see the stories of like abused animals, and it's just like, how does anyone? They're like humans. They're like children, babies. Like, how could you ever hurt someone like that? So I think this is so awesome what you're doing, bringing people together. Hooking people up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's been shown too in studies that when women see a guy treating their pet well, women really respond to that, and they think, wow, okay, I think
treat
he's
me
more
well.
dateable, right? Because then he'll treat me well. Look how nice he's being. Look how sweet.
Right.
But the study actually showed though that guys didn't tend to care as much. So so guys know that, or if you date girls, that
like a girl
that
thing.
it's a girl thing.
Because we're more
And
logical, we know that that's just a false sense of security.
yeah, but to women, that's really important. It's really important, no
Yeah,
matter
definitely.
who it is that they might be dating. We do make judgments on how they treat their pet.
Very cool. It's interesting. So this launched on Valentine's Day. That's perfect.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
been going out. So everything going good. It's just up from here.
I know, going up. So would love to see you get in there. Actually, if drop me a note if you make a profile in there. Actually, if you make a profile, and then let's see, I probably should set a date on this, right? That or maybe not. What if you make a profile and you see this? DM me, message me via the website or social media, and I would love to send you one of these adorable little wing pet bandanas. So
And that is so clever, because it's like a wing, your wingman, your wing person. It's the person that's with you, but it's a wing pet.
it's your wing pet.
Get it?
Get it? Oh my
Because
God.
everybody needs a wing man, wing woman.
There's the
pet.
web.
got
There's
your
the
wing
website there.
Ooh, that looks great. That is so sweet.
Thanks. Yeah, and then if you scroll down, we kind of walk you through the steps and give you an idea of what it looks like when you go in the App Store.
Well, this is really nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
Good
job,
there you
Sheryl.
go. Yeah. So there you go. It kind of walks you through it. So there's what you'd first see. How your pet makes the introduction. You can, and it's really quick. You can just touch on some different attributes about your pet. So you can click on whether it's sassy or loyal.
Vicious, ferocious,
Yeah, there you go.
terrifying,
Jolliffe, that's
terrifying.
Leave it to Jason to think of those. Should I add those? If you have things I need to add, let me know.
I had a traumatic experience as a child with a dog, like a Doberman Pinscher, as seen on the screen here. So
that's a German Shepherd, bro.
That's what I just said, German Shepherd. I just said German Shepherd.
Okay. You said Doberman, but it's whatever.
Whatever, they're all the same. They're all vicious, ferocious animals.
It's a blur right now.
I'm going to just come home with a puppy and a kitten, and he's not going to be able to turn them away.
What's it called? Yeet!
It won't be a problem because your children will vacuum up the hair.
Exactly. We have robot children to take care of this, so it's fine.
Yeah. And let's see. So you can scroll down. Yeah. And then as you swipe right on a pet, then you'll find out right away if you're a match. Maybe they had already swiped right on your pet. And look at that. Boom.
This is a way better version
You're
of
a match.
All of it. Matchmaker, Tinder. This is way better. Because Tinder is cringy, honestly.
The nice thing is, I do feel like, and that's why this was so important to me, is that because I do think when you're a pet lover, a pet person, you got to be more caring and trusting, or probably loyal and friendly. And
it's a whole type of person, like a whole vibe, pretty much.
Yeah. And so, not everybody's going to be a great match. Maybe they'll match there, and then you can determine later once you chat, okay, maybe you could be great friends or what have you, and may not be the one, but at least you've got that common bond, which is really strong to a lot of people.
Maybe just our dogs could hang out.
There you go. Sometimes that might happen
Some
too.
people do that. Go to the dog parks. You know what I mean? I know one of my girlfriends, she always goes to the dog park. She's this cute little Pomeranian, but it's like a bigger Pomeranian, white, poofy little guy named Abaddon. And she's always meeting new dogs at the park and stuff. And ooh, she should do this. Yeah. She's single.
There you go. Let her know.
Yes, I'm sick of my friends getting screwed over. They need a good FetchAdate matchmaker.
Well, when you've got that commonality, I mean, it really is a baseline commonality for a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. Like you might think, are we from the same socioeconomic background or something like that, or did we go to the same school, what have you? But being a pet lover, is really
it's very you can bond from that, for sure. There's other things, oh, do you like sushi, or ooh, I'm a blah 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 type of person. I'm a football fan. You know what I mean? But pets, they're kind of in your DNA. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, or you can at least start a conversation. You can at least be talking from there.
At least that from there, yes, for sure. You can at least get something going with your common bond for being a pet lover and see where it goes.
I'd have to admit, there are people that I'm friends with that if it were not for pets, and especially dogs, because I'm a dog person, I don't know that we ever would have talked or probably had a conversation.
Mm-hmm. So that
because
brought you together.
We're so different on so many other levels on things, but yet because we can talk about pets, it's we're chill, we're good.
Yes, that's awesome.
So I got this little card that says, "Hey, pet lover, my owner's single."
It's so cute.
So how do people get this little, when they come to the events and stuff, you hand these out or something?
Oh yeah.
Is that a little Boston Terrier too?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. You think I'd had a French bulldog.
French bulldog,
yeah. They're very similar. But you would think I would have one because there's a one on Boston on the front of my book, and then on my card, a little Frenchie.
You love little Boston and French bulldogs.
They do have a really cute look, but I've never owned one.
Frenchies are so tiny. I love them. Yeah. They're so cute. Me and my sister used to have this contest our whole lives growing up about who knew the dogs the most. So I know all the different types of dogs. What's your favorite? I know greyhounds are your favorite.
I've had 3 greyhounds now. I love them. I always tell people, if you haven't had a dog and you're on the fence about a dog, they are so easy. They're the perfect dog to get as your first go around. Yeah. Because you would think that they're energetic, but they're actually quite lazy. They would be happy to just curl up in a ball or be on your couch all day.
And they're so cute and long and skinny.
I find them beautiful and regal, and I just want to soak that in. And they're so sweet. They get along with pretty much every dog. Yeah.
And they're fast.
They're fast. They're entertaining to watch.
Yes, I bet they are really fast because the pointiness of them. It's it's why people,
have you never seen
when they're
greyhound
swimming, they wear the caps. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just a slice through the water.
But
that was a weird comparison.
We have a mutt too that we got from the Humane Society, and he's wonderful too. He's like a Schnauzer Terrier mix, and he looks like he's always walking around smoking a cigar. His name's Edgar. Yeah,
Edgar. Oh yeah, I remember him. And then you just got a puppy.
And then we got a COVID puppy.
It's a little guy.
Yeah, my daughter she's been wanting a dachshund for 3 years at least, and so she finally got her dachshund. And
is it going to stay that small? I seen a few weeks
ago.
It's
a mini, even a mini. I know, right? Like could they get any smaller? But it's considered a mini dachshund.
I love those. I love the minis. They're so cute. Actually, have you ever heard of a Pomsky? It's a Pomeranian Husky mix.
It looks like
a
it's
baby.
Be like a little poof ball.
Yeah, and it just looks like a husky. Its whole life, the bright blue eyes, but it's just a little tiny little thing. And I'm like, that is messed up, but it's so cute.
Jason, I think I see a dog coming in your future.
Seriously, he won't. I've been begging him, like every day. I beg him every single day.
No,
so
like,
won't happen. I'm a cat person, and I won't even have a cat in here. So,
I'm
gonna bring one home.
A greyhound is like a cat. It's like a cat and a dog's
nice
body.
try, Sheryl. I'm not falling for that.
It's a sleepy puppy.
So Jason is like my husband. They actually had a party for him one time at work, and he's on TV and stuff. And so you know how there's always the adoptable dogs. Usually they bring on once a week or whatever it is from the shelter.
Yeah.
So they got the one that they were featuring that week. They asked them, can we bring this home just for a day? And they were having a party for him. And they acted like they had adopted it and presented it to him. Like, I could see this happening, right? As if you're going to do this to Jason, go, look, this is what we got for you. Isn't that great? Because it was a birthday party.
I would just turn and run out the building.
In front of everybody at the birthday party, go, wait, what?
Hell no. That's what he was thinking.
The level of rejection would be up there with, like, if you get proposed to and you're like, no. Like, everyone would be like, oh, this is awkward.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, no. So he gave one of those looks like, okay.
And you read it, and you were like...
Yeah. And then after about a minute, they were like, no, we're just joking. And I think he was heavily relieved. But
well, they're joking now.
Yeah. But now jump ahead, and we have, had 3 dogs. And so he came around, but it took... and this is something I really recommend to a lot of people, and running a site like this too, is you can't force it on someone. Mm-hmm. You got to there's things
they come willingly.
Yeah. There's ways.
Thank you, Sheryl.
Talk to me though if you have this dilemma, and I can give you ideas on how to get them to come around. But
I am the matchmaker.
Yes. Yeah. So and certainly let me know. And if you want to chat now about that, or message me later. But I love to talk to people about getting their relationships started, or if there's issues. There's always issues, right?
Right.
And especially for pet
I'm like,
lovers.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. You jumped on that kind of quick.
I can see Jelliff smoldering over there. No.
Yeah, but
we're perfect.
But in time, he came around so that actually he was the one who went on the site first and said, oh, I think I found some dogs for you. So it all of a sudden it seemed like his idea.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah.
I got the website up there, so people is that a good way for people to get a hold of you? Go to the website, and you got an email address on there or something? Or?
Yep, there's a contact form on there. I've got a newsletter if they want to hear about what we're doing from month to month, or find me on all the social media and message us that way. So we're on Facebook.
There's a newsletter right
FetchAdate.
there. Let me just sign up for that right now.
There you go. Yeah, do that right now. But on Facebook at FetchAdate, I'm on Instagram at FetchAdate, TikTok. I'm trying to get everywhere, right? I've created my first few TikToks at FetchAdate, and Twitter. It's FetchAdate app is the official one on Twitter. Okay. And then even join Pinterest for all you Pinterest people out there. We're at FetchAdate there too.
Nice.
Okay, why can I need to be more like you. I need to be like all over the social medias. It's hard, to just go out and do all that.
Actually, I recommend, like through Successful Women Made Here, when I'm coaching entrepreneurs, I usually say, pick one and really get strong with one.
But then branch out if you're able.
I think it depends on what you do. And because this basically is worldwide, and I really thought, my push is first the United States. First it's Indiana, and then basically, though, the United States. But it's been interesting. I've already had people around the world making profiles.
Oh.
Yeah. So so in a way, really, with social media, like I've kind of got to be a lot more places because I want wherever people are, I want them to be able to find us.
Yes.
So it's got to be
know about it.
Yeah. So even though Facebook is what I'm most familiar with, I'm learning that and kind of need to be a lot of places where they may be.
That's inspirational. I know. I mean, it's good to be all over the meads just so you can have that interaction with people and so you can matchmake them.
Yeah.
The people need you, Sheryl. The people need you.
Only the single people.
Yeah.
Only the single people.
Exactly. And that's what I really want to make different with FetchAdate too, is we're not a hookup place.
site. Yep.
No, not doing that here. So, and I think that really speaks well of pet people because it's so funny in doing a lot of these events, and I've done them for years. People are very protective of their pets and their vacuums, right?
Yes.
They'll even say that, well, I don't want my pet to be disappointed. They don't get to meet my pet sometimes until like maybe the third date, or I don't want to disappoint them.
It's like equivalent to meeting your mom kind of thing.
Yeah,
Meet your pet.
It's like a whole child thing, It's like, you don't want your children to be disappointed, your robot children.
Yeah, you can't get their hopes up and then they're like, wait, where did that person go?
Exactly, because animals are so loving. I mean, that's what I love about them so much, especially dogs. They are just undying love. It's like a baby, how the way your baby looks at you, it's like, oh my God, they just love me with their whole heart. Like they would die for me. They would die knowing that they love me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that right. But
yes, you keep saying the same thing over and over again.
I know. I was like, oh,
they love me because they love me. They love me. They love me.
Well,
They're
dogs are
they love
so amazing, but then cats are just like, day 4,700 of my
and that's why I respect cats.
They're so diabolical. I love cats. I think I'm a cat person too, but I'm equally a dog and cat person. But cats are so hilarious. They're so attitudinal.
You're anything cute person. That's what you are.
I know. I love cute things.
Anything that's cute.
If you were single, you'd be swiping right on everything in the app, right?
I know.
Look at that dog. Oh.
She'd be like, I don't know who to match her with. She's like into everybody. I love big dogs, so I love Great Danes and German Shepherds. I had a German Shepherd growing up.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. But I'm also starting to like small dogs more, too, nowadays. Like the real fluffy ones.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
So what would you get? What's going to be the dog that I'm going to see the next time I come here?
My dream dog is a golden. I love
You're
goldens.
You're gonna see the ceramic dog
ceramic,
right here. Yeah. Gotta be the extent of it right there.
Look at her. Like, you keep all these like little mementos and stuff too. You've got to.
I want a dog. I don't know.
It's right
I
there.
love German Shepherds, but I really have a special heart for Goldens. They're so intelligent, beautiful, soft. I also really do love Huskies, but those guys shed. They shed a lot.
A lot of inner.
It's a lot.
Have you seen your hair
undergrowth,
right now?
yeah.
It's shedding. I can see it shedding right now.
It's coming out.
It's literally
I just don't know what to
shedding.
do with it. I'm just like, whatever. It's like on one side now. But yeah, dogs are so cute. I don't know. I love Dutch Hounds too. The wiener dogs. Right?
Golden Doodles are really popular right now. I do dog training and dog sitting too.
They're beautiful too.
Especially in the last year, it seems like everybody is getting the mini Golden Doodle.
Oh, they stay real smaller.
They're a smaller version. Yeah. But lately it's funny you bring up the Goldens because I've been dog training 2 Golden Retrievers lately and as puppies.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. They're so cute.
Oh, God, I can't. They're so cute. I love them.
Labradoodles, though, I could see you because you'd be sort of matchy-matchy.
Curly,
They come in like a copper color.
Yes, I do love the copper ones. I know. I do love Golden Doodles. I think, and really with Labs, Golden Doodles, the dogs are just so hyper until they're like 2.5. Yeah. But then they're like the best, right? And it's just like...
they are a more energetic dog, and I'm always amazed that Labs have been the #1 dog for years at the top of the list in terms of what people tend to get and they love and this not. And I'm always a little amazed because they're very energetic and require a lot of attention. Attention. And you need to really get out there and you should be walking them every day, if not maybe even twice a day. So I don't know if a lot of people realize that, or hopefully if that's their mindset and they know, okay, this dog's gonna get me out there more. But that's when sometimes people run into issues with pets and be like, I don't know why it chews out the wall.
Yeah, not being able to get it out there enough and stuff like that. Especially, there's certain dogs like that, Dalmatians, Huskies. Yeah,
they're more energetic. They're very energetic working dogs. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
they need to have.
Actually, my favorite dog ever. Shelties.
Oh, they are cute.
They're beautiful. I actually grew up with one, and he recently passed away. It was ridiculous. His name was McTavish, but he's my family doggo, and I just think they do get like chunk when they're really old, when they're like 12 years old, and they just be like, but like they're just the most beautiful, because like collies, I feel they're bigger and the longer snoot kind of, which I think is cute. But something about Shelties, they're a little tinier, and the fur is so beautiful, and they don't really shed.
Yeah, those remind me of Lassie a lot too.
Exactly.
And stuff. Yeah,
they're the prettiest, and they're the cutest puppies. They're little fluff balls. I love them.
So I have one stat that I happen to find. That where do you think is the number one dog-friendly city in the United States? What would be your guess? This one surprised me. I didn't expect this one, but it's according to a survey too.
Is
so
that like based on what numbers per capita, or like what's the scoring criteria? Whatever.
Yeah, true. Or did they pull it more in this particular city? But
it's not New York, is it? There's no way it's New York.
No, it's not New York. But I tell you, I lived in New York for years, and that's where I threw even a lot of my parties. And I was amazed.
Maybe it's like percentage of
the dog people there.
Yeah, percentage of people who own a dog or something. Yeah. Maybe is.
Yeah.
It's got to be some it's not Indiana, is it?
It's not Indiana.
Is it kind of like a state like Indiana, like kind of homely?
No. Think of you were kind of right on the coastal, but think other coast.
Not Cali, is it?
No, and it's not California, but nearby there. It's Portland, Oregon.
Oh,
which I wouldn't really think so much, because it can be colder there, and I wouldn't think maybe people get out as much. But yeah, I would imagine they asked several questions, like the populace, how many people actually have pets and what they do with them and stuff. But they rated it in maybe places you can take your dog, but it was rated as the number one dog friendly. Yeah.
And people in Portland, Oregon are sorry, I was like Portlandia. I mean, it's a certain type of people there where they are
more outdoorsy. I think
like environmentalists, like they really are all about the earth and stuff, which we are too. But like these people are like, what I'm saying? They're like all about it. And so I could see why they are like animals. You know what I mean? They super love animals there. That's awesome. So like to take it back, okay, so you were like slaying like from birth. It's crazy. You've done like so much stuff. It's crazy. So you are the founder of Successful Women Made Here, founder of FetchAdate, holla, producer at Success Studio, and then so former news anchor / reporter at WLKY News, and former news reporter at WNDU TV, former news reporter at WLFI News 18. That was crazy. Like, how was that experience?
And those stations, in case people know listening here in Indiana, so two of those in Indiana. One is my first place was Purdue Country, Lafayette, Indiana, and it's funny because it's such a great city in terms of there's hardly any crime. So
yay!
I didn't always have a lot to report on, but I found myself over at Purdue a lot, interviewing professors and students and just looking for things going on. But it was a great city to break into, to do TV news and just
I could see you. I need to find some clips of you. Like, this is Sheryl Matthys reporting to you live
on the scene.
I could just hear it now.
And from there, then I went down to Louisville, Kentucky for a few years and was at a CBS affiliate there, WLKY. And that was it was different. I felt a little, being just one state away, but it felt a bit of a culture shock. At first, I thought, oh my God, the Southern accent, I don't know if I can understand everyone as well, or if I can just get, But then about 2 weeks into it, it's like I didn't even notice it anymore.
Oh, you got used to it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But,
and you yourself started having an accent.
This is Sheryl Matthys.
How y'all doing today? That'd be me. I like adapt. If I'm around like someone that speaks like another, like British people, I'd be like
British.
I'm like, why am I talking a little bit like with a slight British twang?
Can you do a British accent?
Oh, yes. Definitely, I could do lots of accents. Actually, this is more like
that's Australian.
It's a little Australian, maybe. British, maybe no. I don't know. I don't really
like
know.
Hello, governor.
Yeah.
Hello, governor.
Hello, gov.
I can do a very good Russian accent too. We must eat before we die.
It's like Count Dracula.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the last place was WNDU in South Bend.
Where your hubby's at? Still, right?
Yeah.
My old stomping grounds.
Well, that's awesome to be married to someone that does the same thing, not necessarily the same exact thing, but same realm, right? As you do. You guys have the common passion.
There you go. We kind of get, well, since we didn't have the common bond of pets at first.
It had to grow on them.
Yeah, it came from
Doesn't hurt that he's a silver fox either, does it, Cheryl?
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys been married a long while, and so tell us about your husband. Like, what does he do? He does some TV stuff, right? Anchoring and stuff like that.
Yep, he still does news.
That's awesome, dude. I love it.
Yeah. So he anchors up in South Bend, but we went to New York for a while. He was working with Fox there, and then ABC. And when I got there, that's when I got more in the commercial realm. I gave a break from TV at that point and started auditioning and got booked just enough that it's like every time I thought I would quit and then I'd get booked on a commercial, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll keep doing this.
This is cool.
Yeah, because you get rejected about 100 times and then all of a sudden you get booked on 2 or 3 things. I'm like, oh,
I'm doing
I got this.
Yeah. I'm slaying.
And then get rejected again about another 50 times, and then
it's hard. The business is hard. I tell people, my students, you have to have really tough skin to go into anything. Well, singing's a little different because you can kind of do your own little thing behind the scenes, but like acting, anything related to auditioning for TV, like news anchor stuff, you're just gonna get rejected, no matter how beautiful or amazing or good you are at your craft.
Sometimes you're just not right for what
they're looking
product,
for,
the service, what it is that they have, and then there's lots of competition.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember, certainly you start feeling a little down at times and thinking like, oh no, have I lost it, or what's going on, or am I not, do I need to take more acting classes, do I need to take more voice lessons, and but it most of the time it has nothing to do with that. It's just who they might have envisioned, or they don't even know what they're envisioning a lot of times. It's really just time
and place, and the part has to be perfect for that person.
And I think the saying is so true when they say when success is preparation meets opportunity. So definitely always being prepared. I mean, I still took a lot. I thought when I went there to New York, I thought, oh, okay, I've been on TV. I've been a news reporter. I've talked in the mic. I should do fine doing commercials. And they almost could have cared less.
Yeah.
What I realized is, no, they want to know, could I actually act?
Yeah.
Can I give, the lines some inflection and meaning? And do I look believable?
Right.
in those roles that they're looking for.
Yeah,
so many factors, exactly. So it was a number of things, but I was fortunate in that I like I said, I stayed busy enough that
and you never gave up. You kept pushing through.
You got to keep
develop
going.
That tough skin.
Yep. And I think I also just had a bit of amnesia. You go on so many of these things, and I'd almost forget what I had auditioned for the day before, and you just go. It's like, okay, next,
constant, next. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. I've always wanted to try, to go out and do that. I love acting. So I don't know. We need to get me a little manager.
There you go.
Send in a little video submission. They do that nowadays, right?
Oh now it's great. Yeah, you can just put everything on video. And I always tell people to don't get bogged down on, and especially being in New York. I mean, I was up against people who went to school for this kind of thing, right? They went to acting school, or they went to these places. So
don't let them intimidate you. They're not better than you, just different or whatever. And you got it.
They probably have been working at their craft longer, but it still doesn't mean that they're right for that part.
Right,
so just go out and go
Give
for
it. Your all. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, and I ended up doing lots of voiceovers. I did lots of on-camera commercials. I even got hired for hand modeling. I feel like it's kind of like the George Costanza moments, right? Yeah.
I always tell my best friend Sammy, ever since we were teenagers, I'd be like, you need to be a hand model. She has little tiny hands, and they're just perfect. I'm like, oh, your hands are so pretty.
Yeah, it's not all high fashion. I mean, now my nails aren't. But what?
See, look at that. Look at those hands. Those are some nice hands.
The reason why I got booked in hand modeling was. Well, one, I have a smaller wrist, and I actually went. My first audition that actually got me going on that part was apparently I have no hair on my arms, and I just never really
opposite of me. I'm like a hairy beast. Look at all that hair; it's bad.
Yeah, so you might have to shave that if you decide to do hand modeling. But I got booked on a watch commercial, and then because I have long fingers, they may not look so long, but they're small, so I have petite nail beds. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Show it to the camera better now.
pumpkins. Yes.
So the
Best
nail
shadow
beds
puppets ever.
It
and
was
you do
even
have
like
nice nail beds too. They're like really long and pretty.
Yeah, so it would be, a matter of like I would press buttons on a car radio, right? Or just turning little knobs or on a product of
Something, yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you never know. A lot of times I feel like you don't know what might turn up when you just give it a go. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Never quit.
Yeah, like you probably didn't know that you were going to be running this amazing Renée Michelle Merrifield podcast. Vodcast.
Yes, vodcast.
I hate that word.
It's catching on.
Ew.
Is that your origination?
No, it's not my own.
Oh,
Yeah,
but it
it's
makes
like
sense.
It
I
does.
feel like
Video.
you don't even need to
Podcast,
explain it to someone to be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I know what a podcast says. Put a V in there. What else is vegan to stand for? Other
I
than
wish
video?
that podcast
Vegan?
could just mean
No.
vegan.
Vegan
podcast.
What? Ew.
We eat vegan pods. Hey, so when you were in New York, you actually you created produced a documentary called Subway Baby, right?
I did.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's super cool, right? The 3 C's.
Yes.
I've got it on my Amazon
is what you
Prime
call
little
the
watch list.
monumentary.
I still gotta watch
I love
it.
that monumentary.
Yeah, you can watch the trailer at subwaybaby.com. You can still buy it. Like you can download it from Amazon.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
Yep. And
Love
it was because when I was there, so first I was doing all the commercials and auditioning, and actually I still kept, even when I was pregnant and even afterward, I felt like I got booked for things and took my kid along with me, and then he was getting booked on them as well. But I started having a lot of people saying, especially when I was having my second child, they're like, oh, so you're moving out of New York City, right? And I thought, oh, why?
Why? Yeah.
And they'd be like, because you're having a vacuum, you're having like your baby. Yeah. Like, you're having a child. Yeah. So therefore you must move out of the city. And I was like, no, it's not bad. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
The noive.
So then I kind of thought, well, I have video friends. I'll have them just follow me around and shoot some video. So I'd go on an audition, and I just kind of took a look at humanity and do they help us? And what better way to demonstrate that when I was 9 months pregnant when I shot 90% of that documentary. So it was obvious, I would think, that I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And did people help me with a stroller because I had my 2-year-old? Did they help me carry it down the steps to get into the subway? When we were on the subway, did they offer up a seat? And then there was the whole preschool issue too, which is just kind of another beast and crazy in itself, that especially out there, if you don't have your child in preschool at the age of 2, they're not getting into Yale or Harvard. So sorry.
God.
Yeah, but especially it was a look at humanity on, do we look out for one another? And I think it's an evergreen topic of, do we, and especially in times of COVID and what we're coming out of, are we more caring? Do we check up on each other? Do we see if we're okay? And so it was a real mix. There were definitely, people who kind of like, la, 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 I don't see pregnant woman.
Yes.
Or I don't want to give up my seat.
She might be crazy. Yeah. This is New York.
Yeah,
Right.
but it was nice and refreshing to see that, like they say,
It's
if it can
still
happen
out
in New
there.
York, it can happen anywhere, right? That
Right.
people did help me carry the stroller down, and they did offer up their seat. And it was it wasn't that it was certain people did and certain ones didn't. It was a real cross section. So it didn't matter so much age or race. It was really more, are we just in tune with looking
other.
out for one another? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes down to like, this is kind of silly, but pet lovers, man,
Yeah.
they're good people.
And we're back.
That's good people right there, you know?
Well,
I
if
don't
you
know.
have a pet,
kind heart.
you're caring about the pet every day, like you cannot.
Right.
So, So if
Exactly.
you care about a pet, chances are you're going to care more about.
Are you telling me that no serial killer in the history of the United States has
Had a
never
pet?
owned a pet?
Serial
that's
killer.
a good.
Is that the
I
claim
have
you're
to go
making?
research that. I'm going to say they didn't.
They still have a caring heart. They just care about killing instead of like other things.
I don't know. I bet they don't tend to have pets.
They probably
Because I think they
probably
usually
killed them
and ate them.
at a young age.
And ate them.
They're cannibals.
Darn. This got dark
great.
really fast. I apologize.
But speaking about who tend to be some pet lovers and stuff, I'm looking at and those who tend to be single and have pets. I've got here too are the oldest and youngest people right now tend to be single, which of course could make sense because you have those
Right.
who probably never married yet, right, and still single and looking, and then
Yeah.
you have those maybe on their second time around. But
That I mean, those are the people that need the app.
Yeah.
These younger people, it's like, oh, I'm lonely. I want some love. I want to find my one true soulmate. And then there's other people that are, maybe have suffered a loss or something, and then they want love too, again.
Yeah. And men are more likely than women to be in the dating market and also on apps. So I was even saying 61% of single men say they're currently looking for a relationship or dates. So of the single men, let's hope that they're not we know there's some married men ones who kind of get in the mix, but talking of single men who say that they're single, 61% of them say they're currently looking for relationships or dates, and compared to 38% of women. So on most apps, right, it's all these men flooding them, and like half are women, unless you're on Bumble.
Right.
But on FetchAdate, and I found this even with all the events I would hold, I get a much larger female audience. So men, if you're seeking women, know that if you come to FetchAdate, one, they're a pet lover, and two, we've got a lot more women for you to choose from.
Yes,
that's why
awesome.
This guy was here.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, he was great. And he was filling out the app.
Oh, look at his tattoo. I love that. Exclamation mark.
So is this at that same event that we saw? Okay,
yep.
So a little clip.
That's
so
the one. It's called the
thing.
Dog Bar, St. Pete Dog Bar.
Yeah.
I wish they had more stuff like that. Oh, look how cute
There's
the
a dog
looks
also
with
at
his
the dog
bandana.
Yeah, I mean, if you find its owner, they're available.
I love that idea with the bandana, like, walking down the street and that says that they are single. That's great.
Yeah, because most of the people, like, if they're not in the single market, then they might just be like, oh, that's kind of a neat idea. But then you kind of know, if you're in FetchAdate, that when you see the person wearing this, that, okay, you don't have to... You don't even have to say. You can just...
Like a secret decoder ring.
And half the time, it just takes a conversation to, like,
fall
in love with somebody, and, like, experience true greatness with them and be with them forever. So you just gotta
slow down.
And you two could get vacuums together one day.
We love our little children. They're so cute.
So did you pick out one of them, or you said they came to, or were they twinsies? They came together.
They were twins, but actually my grandparents gave us one, and then Jason said, "Oh, this is awesome."
I've been curious. I've been curious for a while,
and
and
he
so
got two more right away.
And the one they gave us was like an older one. And I was like, let's see what else is out there. Now they're like,
the older one still does
the newer ones are like, you can control it with your app and all these other functions and all this and
so
smart,
cute,
a lot of different stuff. So I bought a bundle.
Yeah.
They are cute.
We love them.
It's like your vacuums have a personality, just like you can do in the app. You can give personalities, you share what the personality is of your pet.
Right, and then hoping that it matches the other person's pet's personality.
Yeah.
If I were to put my vacuum on there, I'd be like, it sucks.
Literally.
Get it?
I like it.
That's hilarious. I love it. And then I was also going to ask you about, you're so successful, and I just adore the way, you're such a great mother and human, not to mention, but I mean, you literally have just invested in your kids, and it's so sweet. I love watching little Keegan just rocket to the top. She's like, she's like been competing in like Miss Indiana stuff. She's like trying to be on Broadway. She's amazing, and that's so cool that you're there for her to like help her and push her. I'm sure she got your talented genes as well, which helps. Best mom ever.
Well, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, or just the notion of, like we were talking about, keep trying, just keep going for things. Yeah, because she hasn't won any of those pageants. But she's going on her fourth one, I think, coming up here, and that's where we're just like, it doesn't mean, if you don't win, it doesn't mean that you still didn't still made great friends.
She's still learning. You're learning things and picking up.
She's so baby. She's so young still. So it's like, that's great. I mean, I could see her definitely going on to win, like Miss whatever it is, Universe. I don't know, that's not a thing.
She'll be competing for Miss Indiana, but it's the teen version. So they call it Mayo, Miss Outstanding Teen of the Miss America. Yeah, she does that this summer and competes for that. And
can't wait to see her. And then her YouTube for our followers. What's it? Keegan sings.
So it's Broadway Keegan. Yeah, and then she also has one of Keegan Connor.
So y'all need to follow her. She's so talented. She's got an amazing, beautiful voice. Do you sing?
I do sing.
Okay.
But she's exceeded what I sang, yeah, which is really exciting.
Yeah, she's like professionally trained, and not to say that you were you growing up?
No, because like I said, even with the acting and all that, no, I just like go out and wing it. And, yeah. I mean, I was in choir and
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Keegan is definitely professionally trained, and she's just slaying the game. I had to bring up Keegies. And your son, what is his name again? Connor.
Kai.
Gotcha. Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing great. He's actually at a track meet tonight. He runs track and cross country, so it's fun having kids who are just in such different things. Yeah, one's very sports minded, and then the other one
like
all more theater, singing, the arts.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, because she's younger than him, I remember one time taking him. He was competing more with javelins, the thing you just
Where's
throw.
that track meet at right now?
Garin. It's it's county meet.
I was gonna say, because my partner up north in Elkhart, he's actually streaming a track meet out right now. Like, how crazy would it be if
if he was the one doing that
Kai was
particular
there,
one? Yeah, they're getting ready for all the sectionals and moving on to state and everything. But one time I made her run because we were going to be there's Junior Olympics and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So when he was younger and she was very young, I knew we'd be going to these places anyway.
Like,
and
go
regionally,
run with your brother.
yeah, I did. I'm like, we're going to be there anyway. Just run, just go in. I'm going to enter you in this race. Oh my God! So it was one of those things. You know, when the one kid is way last, and there's always like the audience going, "Yay, you finished! Oh, you
keep going."
That would be me if I had to run anything and getting shin splints the whole while.
And when she got done with that, she gave me this look. She's like, "Don't ever make me do that again."
And that inspired her more to do it.
So we've accepted and embraced that she loves the arts, and he loves sports. So it's
that's
good.
Awesome. Yeah.
I think that's the big takeaway, or I like to really just share with people is just I love my children no matter where they're at, who they are, what they choose to be, and just giving them the freedom to be that. And
like with that comes huge potential to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're watering them and just letting them be who they are, but also supporting them and kind of like giving them some support in that way. And just that's awesome.
I thought you were going to bring it back around to when you're talking about all the unconditional love and like the pitch for having a dog again. When you're like, they greet
Let's
you,
get a puppy.
they love you, they kiss you.
I want a puppy so bad.
Yeah, but that's I think the greatest lesson with pets. I know the whole unconditional love, right? They're just happy to see you no matter what.
Yes. Dogs, especially.
No matter
Cats
how
are
much
like,
they poop and pee everywhere.
They don't poop and pee. See, that's what he's worried about. It's like, you train the animal, Jason. You train
This
him.
is a place of business.
Can you imagine a little kitty jumping on the table when we're like having a podcast? I'd be like, oh my God, hi.
The cat could be fun. I know, walking through your thing. I think maybe you start with a cat.
I'd have a panic attack.
No, you would love. See what happened with him. Let's just talk about this for a minute.
Oh, let's deep dive in. Let's fix his issues.
I don't like this.
Yeah, Sheryl, we need your help.
Okay.
He needs to be. His heart needs mended. He had this awesome cat growing up. Then it lasted like a long time, like 20 years or something.
18.
Okay.
And his name was Pewter.
Her name.
Oh.
Her name was Pewter. Sorry. Oh God. And this is his family cat growing up in Niles. And so Pewter was
not
just
the family cat. It was mine.
It was his cat.
Mine.
How did you get the kitty? They gave it to you from like an egg hunt, right?
It was
an Easter egg hunt.
On my 10th birthday. She was at the end. She was in a little shoebox at the end of a treasure hunt on my 10th birthday.
Oh my God, he's gonna start crying. He loves Pewter so much. Literally. And then so this cat was like a dog. It was the coolest cat ever. It would like just stand by the door when it needs to go out. Never had a litter box.
Never had a litter box. She'd let me. She'd like meow, or I could just tell when she wanted to go out. And
those
so I never had a litter box.
Cats that are like dogs and cats' bodies.
Exactly. Have you seen? This is a side comment. Some cats like use the actual toilet. I'm like,
I know, isn't that hilarious?
No.
I've seen videos on YouTube and TikTok and all that.
Weird.
That's talent. I love that.
Especially number 2. I'm like, oh no, that's weird. But anyway, Pewter would be like this hunter too. So Jolly, go ahead and tell this part.
So my favorite hunting story with Pewter is me and my dad were out in the front. We had kind of this long yard, and we saw her kind of down at one end of the yard, and she started running, and she's like running. She's looking up like this. I'm like, what is she doing? And we looked around. There's this flock of birds that kind of took off in the trees, and they're like swooping. They're traveling, this way. Pewter's running right along with them, same pace, whatever.
Like
they get all the way to the other end of the yard to the right, and they kind of all swoop down like that. They got maybe 6 feet close to the ground.
They were teasing her.
And she jumps up in the air and grabs a bird
Oh my gosh.
out of the sky.
Wow.
I was like,
and
my
did the
God.
bird fly away with her for a bit? Or
No, she brought it down and
she
had a
brought it down.
snack.
And
Yeah.
then she like ripped its head off,
I'm
which
like,
I'm like, ew, I don't want no hunting cat.
She
now.
was an
We keep this
amazing
cat
hunter.
indoors,
We didn't
honey.
have any moles and mice and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like she
yeah.
was just like the best
They
cat.
are incredible like that.
So
I
the
know.
bar has been set very, very
Yeah.
So
high.
he like really loved, and she was a gorgeous, like long-haired, gray, fluffy cat. I'm just like, I can get a gray, fluffy cat too. Come on, Jolly. The baby talk's not working. He's like, oh no, we're not getting one.
My heart's like a rock.
Yeah,
I know, poor
it's hard
Pewter.
to mend that heart sometimes when you feel heartbroken over like no pet will ever replace the
Replace the
one that was
pet.
like so
Yes.
dear, right? I had that a little bit with my first greyhound, Shiraz. That dog, I saw she was psychic. She
Oh,
even
she knew
spotted, and she spotted a guy who was before he had the seizure, and then she alerted me that, and then he started having the seizure. I mean, there's just
Whoa.
some dogs,
Oh my
right, who
God.
really had
I
that
just got
sixth sense.
goosebumps.
Yeah, and so I just kind of thought after her too, I really kind of went into a funk about,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can get another dog, but you know, I've had 3 greyhounds now, and we've got 2 other dogs at home, and they're all like every cat, every dog, whatever your pet is, like they all have such a unique personality
Oh,
that
yes.
you'll fall in love again. You'll fall in love again.
You will, Jay. Come
know about
on.
that.
Open your heart.
I've been
It'll
working
happen.
and chipping away on his stone cold gray heart.
Look how
What happened?
attached you got to the vacuum, to Choppy.
We
and
love
so
our
Chris
Yeah.
Duncan
They would-
says, "Open your heart, Jason. Let love in again."
Just
No,
imagine
I
that
won't.
cat. The cat will probably ride your children, right?
Yeah.
They'll, like sit on the
I love those
vacuum
videos.
as it goes around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jason
Think of all
put a
the
GoPro
TikToks.
on one, and I'm just like, only you would do that. He sends me a video, and
That's
it's like
hilarious.
the first view of the child just like zooming around.
That's a good TikTok right
I
there.
attached
GoPro on
my
your
phone to the
child's
top of it. Yeah, it
vacuum.
was just like,
Oh, yeah,
it was
your
the
phone.
mop one. It was like it'd stop and like squirt the water and then mop. Yeah.
Just think now with your cat, and you strap it to the
And
cat.
they just sit on there, and he just be like,
This is kind of like the documentary you're talking about, Subway Baby. I had my baby go undercover. So I put a undercover like a camera that you couldn't see on the stroller. And
I
as
was
we-
wondering how you got that.
Yeah. So a
Okay.
lot of times, because then I didn't want people to, I don't want it to
No.
be obvious whether they
Right.
helped or not. Like, oh, because if you're on camera, it
You're
might be
gonna
like,
help.
oh, look at how nice I am. I'm gonna help. Yeah.
Yes.
So we had a camera just basically like taped on the stroller, and then sometimes I wore one. I love those little undercover things, right? And you can put this
Yes.
flower even over it, although sometimes the flower would start going
Getting
over
in
the
the
lens.
lens. Like, dang.
I'm like, oh, okay, I got to take off the flower. And then I just took it off because I thought chances are they're not going to know what that is anyway, that
Right.
little button thing there.
Yes.
But
I've
so-
always wished that like I could get some glasses with some
yeah.
like
The camera
that'd
on
be
there.
cool. Yeah, just because my life is crazy. But nowadays you have to be like, do you give consent? I'm filming you. It's like, I like undercover stuff.
Shoot first, ask questions.
I know,
later.
right?
Ask
Yeah.
for consent later.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I got this great footage. Do you mind if I use it?
Right?
I feel a lot of times too, if you're on a public street, I would think you're in public.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. You're on my turf.
I hate when people are weird about being filmed and then make this huge deal about it. It's like,
Speaking
oh
of,
my
do we
God.
want to look at some trending videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
do
that.
Yeah, let's have a little fun with some
So,
trending
yes,
videos.
Talking about all those videos and TikToks and everything. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me pull up.
Cheryl,
a little-
did I tell you one of my videos, my TikToks went slap-a-rooney randomly when I'm like, thank the Lord, I've been waiting for this my whole life. But really, it's like irrelevant because it's like not even about me. It's about this little, Jolly, can you pull it up? LOL, it's so stupid. But literally got like 400,000 views.
Wow.
Wait, was it like 10,000
She's so popular.
likes?
That's awesome.
I know, and it's like this little toy from the 90s. It's like a little wiggler. What is it? A little water wiggle.
Oh,
I don't
fun.
know what it's
TikTok
called.
is my new obsession. Although I've only made
It's
4
fun.
videos and they're not so good yet. But
I
you
bet
can
they're
get
good.
hooked on there because you start watching.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's watch yours.
Yeah.
Creep me out. Always have.
So stupid.
Those things are wild.
I know. And that's the whole thing. I dropped it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And that's what got 400,000 views?
Yeah. Where does it do that?
That's what I love about TikTok.
It's so
because
random.
I resisted and resisted, and then now that I'm trying to make videos, I find myself watching people and just laughing.
Absolutely.
Like if
People
you
are
need
so
a
bored
belly,
that they're funny
they're
now.
hilarious. Like if you need a good belly laugh, yeah, just start
Go to
watching
TikTok.
TikTok.
Exactly.
Videos. Oh my god.
And it's all about those hashtags too. I've been trying to figure out the algorithm. Did I say that word right?
Algorithm.
Algorithm. I've been trying to figure out like what exactly. I know that a hashtag FYP For You page that I think that's why mine got picked up, because the For You page is what everybody sees, you know, when it's the popular video page. And so somebody shared it. Somehow it got on the For You page, I think, unless somebody big shared it. I mean, I don't see how else it could get that many views.
And it's just right. And who knows? Maybe that toy was really in at the moment or something. Oh, look how cute you are there with your glasses. You look like a Disney princess.
Oh, thank you. Literally mine's are not funny. I have a whole list of funny TikToks I want to do. I want to make video memes, but it's going to be kind of a new version of them.
Chris thinks he watched it 100,000 times.
Well,
ain't nobody got time
Chris,
for
let
that.
me direct you to my page. So,
Ain't
so I
nobody got
thought I was doing
time
good.
for
No, he's accusing Renee of watching it 100,000 times.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody
what's
got
this
time
dude?
for that.
you can see us at FetchAdate is on TikTok too if you want to see that.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
follow her, FetchAdate on
And I
TikTok.
found when I just post ones of my dogs too, like the first one I did, I think I got 800 views, which I thought was nice.
That's
but
a lot.
certainly no 400,000.
I know, like most
But
of
I'm
my
like-
videos get like literally one view, and I'm just like, this is not helpful.
This guy
So
did
wait,
it.
is this guy?
So he's eating-
So they have these little life hack things, right? That people are doing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
is that what those things are for?
No.
I thought it just kept the box from
It
falling
keeps the
in.
box from falling.
So
that
he
guy
tries
knows what
it.
he's doing.
Mami, bendición. Happy Mother's Days from me to you. Mira.
Wait, he's got a
Mami,
pet.
ese
He's a pet lover.
He's a pet lover.
There you go.
She's like, I
And
don't
she
want
looks like
it.
she's writing his case, so maybe he needs to make a profile on.
Yes. He's like, take it.
Seems so angry.
Hispanic moms are the best.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Uh-oh. Are you on the For You page? Because this seems like a life hack one or something. I don't even know.
It's
We'll
just
see.
the page that came up with the thing.
What is this chick doing? Hey. Okay.
Better
What
impress me.
happens?
I don't
What
get it.
happens?
Better be good.
Is it? It's just for. It's pretty. Okay,
bolt.
what is that?
The bolt.
I'm blind.
Uh-oh.
What?
This could be
WD-40.
scary.
This is air?
WD-40.
Oh, I thought that was that air stuff. Like the air in a
Not
can?
like-
Yeah, it
there.
looked like
No,
it, but no, it's WD-40, so
What
she
is
won't
that?
have a squeaky fork, I guess.
Oh my God, she needs
Uh-oh.
to get to the
I thought
point.
TikToks were only
But
like
I
10
thought they
seconds.
were really short.
Are we waiting for it or are we passing?
Well, we can't stop
I
now.
know, we're in pretty deep.
Okay, whatever. Just
Maybe
get
it
out,
lights
get
it
out
on
of here.
fire.
This is
Oh,
lame.
this could be.
Okay, I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh, I love these.
Happy boy. I'm just happy.
You get to a dog video, and look at that. You're like,
Happy dog. I'm just a happy guy.
I like it. Wiggle butt. It's a wiggle butt.
Have you ever seen dogs do that?
Oh, yeah.
Or they're
See,
like,
happy dog.
See, and you have to swipe right on that.
Yeah,
You swipe left on the dog. Aw.
okay, Joe.
Oh, now we're talking.
dish is now only half full. It is obvious that I will
Cats
Yes.
are aliens. I love them.
I have repeatedly tried to draw attention to my predicament with the authorities, but they are clearly either stupid, deaf, or just cruel. This may
Meanwhile,
be
the
my
dog's
last
like,
entry.
no.
It's like, I love ball.
Dear diary,
That is so
my food
funny.
dish is now
Cats are
only half
hilarious.
full. It is obvious that I will soon starve to death.
Fat cat.
I will
Okay.
soon
have
starve you.
repeatedly
I gotta
tried to
follow
draw
that one.
attention to my predicament with the authorities.
That's so funny.
Daisy! Listen, before we leave, we gotta have that talk, okay?
Oh, I've seen this one.
You a pit bull, which means people are gonna label you a monster the minute they lay eyes on you. You can't be out here in these streets acting a goddamn fool like these chihuahuas because you don't get no second
Language.
chances. You always gotta be on your best behavior, and I know that's hard, okay?
Okay.
And people are gonna make up lies about you and say that you have a locked jaw.
Yeah, okay, woman, just give me my snack.
You're gonna see mothers picking up
That
their
is
kids
cute.
and walking across the street, and
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Amazon package in the foreground.
Oh, she's so cute.
See, can your vacuum do that?
I know, right? We
yes,
need
there's a
actual
dance
children. We need actual children.
But you can start with the pet. Start
Yeah.
making funny pet videos.
That's what I said. We start with the pet, and then we can
Yeah.
work up
Got a
to
good streak
children.
of pets in this one. Oh,
Because they're everywhere.
One.
Oh yeah, this is crazy, Cheryl. It's this way for dogs to communicate. Treat, want treat.
That dog's
I
just
know, I love
blindly.
that.
This thing's.
No,
They
train
get to
them.
know these, and they get to know, and they really talk. It's hilarious.
Yes.
And they'll say things like, I want to go out.
Have you seen the
Or
dogs that
treat.
be like, they howl, but it sounds like words? They're like, hi, or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, so polite.
Okay, of course. You
So I
can
think-
have one.
The reason these trend so well too and stuff is so 67% of the United States households people own a pet. 67%.
That's a
67.
lot.
Yeah, of people in the United States
We
own
should join
some
them.
kind of pet. Yeah.
I want something.
You can start even with fish.
That seems about right.
Although, see, personally, I think
would do a
fish would
fish.
be. I think that'd be a lot of work, actually.
I've been wanting to
Yeah.
make this huge, like,
But I don't
fish
have
tank
to worry.
bar
I don't have to worry
downstairs.
about it pooping or peeing on the carpet.
Yeah, true.
But you got to clean that tank, boy.
That's
Yeah, you have
okay.
to clean the tank a
That's okay.
lot, and then change.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do like a big custom
Growing up, I had
fish tank.
fish tanks all the time, and a lot of different fishes.
Yeah, and then those that own a pet, there are 63 million dogs and 42 million cats. So dogs outnumber cats.
outnumber.
But I thought it was for a while. I kind of thought it seems like when you see a cat,
More
people
cats.
have like 5
Multiple,
cats or
yeah.
something, right? But
Crazy cat
but
ladies.
definitely, yeah. But there's definitely more people with dogs than cats. So 64 million dogs,
a-
42
They have more dogs
cats.
so they can save them while they're drowning. This dog thinks he's drowning.
Dogs are so
They're
sweet.
so loyal. They're so And then
I mean, I get it. but,
55% of the single people do have a pet.
This is a
57?
good market.
55%.
This is a great market, Cheryl. You've literally like cracked into the mother load of awesomeness.
Well, they say pick a niche, and I think it's an important one because when people do have pets, especially single people, they feel like that is their family, right? That's who
Yes.
they come home to every day. A lot of times they sleep
It's
in their
important,
bed, so
yeah.
it's important that
who they
the
bring around.
person will like their pet and that they'll be accepting of being. So. You're lucky, Jason, in a way that you guys are already together because it sounds like she's a dog lady.
I
and,
know.
And
It's
just like
driving-
if you got a dog, then
We
you
butt
guys
heads
might
over.
not have even met. And,
I know,
And that's the
right?
same situation my husband and I were in. That at the time, because we were both single working professionals, it wasn't quite on my radar. But I knew I always liked pets and wanted a pet. And then, like I said, it was 7 years into the marriage before before I had him think it was his idea.
Yes, this will happen then. So
Yeah.
there's hope for me and Charlie.
We'll
get
we'll
something.
talk separately.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Renee.
Show me your ways.
You can talk and whisper all you want, but at the end of the day,
Somehow
We're
he's-
getting a kitten,
Somehow
Cheryl.
he's always listening, isn't
know.
he?
How is
He's
he?
like always
Well,
there.
you're talking
And
directly
he's got
to
like
the
cameras around, and
Where
just
is
can we
he?
get away from it?
I know. We can't escape.
they're everywhere.
Just DM me. So
Wired
any
up.
of
Okay.
you, whether it's Renee or you have some issues and you need to get a little talk here with the Pet Lovers Matchmaker.
FetchAdate.com.
Cheryl's your girl. Cheryl's your girl. Okay, how about like 2 more of those? Give me 2 more TikToks. Give me
Two
something
more.
good. Come
All
on,
right, let's
homie.
go.
Come on. Give me
Okay,
something
okay.
good.
What we got here?
That's hot. Wait till y'all hear this with the steel drum. It's great.
It's Will Smith.
Oh yay!
I like steel drums.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
I want one.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Here we come now.
I want one. A steel pan.
And he knows how to play.
Is that him?
I don't think he's playing, is he? He's just
Maybe
enjoying
he's
this.
just dressed like them and.
Isn't that
Love
a Will
it.
Smith song?
Wait till y'all hear this.
Yeah. I love
in
that.
West Philadelphia.
Oh God, let me go in here and act like I give a fuck and be
Oh, and that's the other thing you can run into on TikTok.
Language, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my students
They
always
don't
try
really
to
censor that.
They
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this
Oh
guy.
yeah, we love this guy. He's a moonwalker.
Oh wow.
Dancing Sphinx. And we're gonna get flagged for. Okay, I better take
Uh-oh.
that down. Yeah, we'll get.
Oh, that's right. If
Oh,
we
yeah.
do too much recognize, they'll like.
I hate that.
Kill
They're-
your.
And it's
live.
weird how they do it instantly. It's like
It's amazing.
the
The
hashtag
computer
algorithm.
knows they're watching.
They're watching.
They're like
Computer knows.
Jason. Aaron.
You know what's so weird on Facebook?
Dougie.
If you even talk about something, even just like think it feels like not even text it or anything, just talk about it in real life, then you start getting targeted ads.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're 100% listening to what I'm saying. There's no way. You know what I mean? Just it happens to me all the time. My ads change on basis of when I'm talking to people.
Or you search one thing and then all of a sudden you're looking at other sites and that advertisement just happens to pop up.
It's so creepy. Okay,
but I have to admit that's when I'm running Google ads with FetchAdate, and I'm telling you, it's one of the best ways. Like if you do have a product or service, it really does help you to get seen. And it's funny they start
I mean, anything pet related. Like
I
do know that. Like I've seen that to where we've had. Way back we did have a guest that brought in a little pipsqueak of a dog. It's a little, pause and think. Yeah, pause and think. Yeah. She brought in her pipsqueak, and these views are unusually high.
She's a member of Successful Women Made Here.
I remember that with a little doggo.
And when Keegan does her things for her nonprofit, Keegan Cares, a portion of her proceeds, she sells bandanas. Keegan does, and then she gives a portion of that to Pause and Think. They're great.
Oh,
great! They do all the pet therapy registration.
Oh, Pipsqueak's so cute, little guy. Pipsqueak. Oh, awesome. All right. It's been such an amazing time talking with you, Sheryl. Well, you got to leave us with, tell us, our followers, FetchAdate. Okay, where else can we find you? FetchAdate is everywhere, people. You got to follow it all over the social medias.
You can search that word, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and FetchAdate app on Twitter. But we'd love to make your profile, show us your pets. We'd love to meet you. So go fetch, match, and date.
There's Facebook. There's the Facebook page.
There you go. At FetchAdate. Yep.
This has been so fun. Like, you're so incredibly talented, and the things that you have accomplished in your life is amazing, and you keep going up, 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 and I love having friends and people in my life that are like you, which not many people are like you, but it's great to have such a powerful woman in my life. Like, you have been doing, TV anchor, everything. You've been actressing, you've been singing. You're actressing. You are so awesome.
I say just go for it.
And just keep going for it.
Just don't have any limiting beliefs.
Work.
Just keep trying, trying. If they say no, that's all right. Just say next.
Yes, and just keep getting that what you want. Keep shooting for the stars. Everybody, you better check out FetchAdate, and you better download that app. Hit up Sheryl, and she will find your perfect match for you. If you are and you don't even have to have an animal necessarily.
We can get you set up with a virtual pet.
As long as you just, if you hate animals, then it's probably not for you. But other than that, then you gotta check out FetchAdate. Thank you so much, babe. It was so fun to have you on my show. We love you. Check out Sheryl Matthys and FetchAdate. I'll see you guys next time on the Renée Michelle Merrifield Show. Thank you, JasonAaron.pro. I love you guys.
Oh, you got it right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.